having a lesson plan with these kids. Lesson plan number one. So you'll see that even us coaches, we have like cheat sheets where we'll have a general idea. We know our teams. We typically know how many numbers we have so that we can have a session flow without it having a break and without you thinking, okay, now what's the next step? So taking a card out and looking at a card, it doesn't mean you're less of a coach. I do it. Professional coaches do it. I was in Holland with a Division I academy team, Willem Twake. Now these coaches, they have their cards in front of them and they're looking and they're discussing the next step, and it's a very professional atmosphere at a young age. So having a lesson plan, and a lot of this stuff, I'm going to tell you, we've got the beauty of YouTube and getting on the computer and Googling different drills. There's a lot of things that I do with these boys now that they're older. There's a lot of drills I do that at the point we start doing a pattern passing drill, once they're so in tune with the game, now I ask the kids, let me see an overlap run. Do the drill and incorporate an overlap run. And then all of a sudden, they'll start to get, not every time do they get it, but they'll start to think. The most important thing is with these kids, you want them to think. You know, we don't have to jockey them in everything they do. They can think, they can be creative. Creativity is probably the most important thing. So a lesson plan is probably the best thing to have. Have it set up with the kids. I'm going to go through what I do to create top tier players. I'm talking players that play at an elite level. I hone in on the technical side because everyone at the end of the day, you can see what others are doing, other coaches are doing. Technical wins no matter what. Kids wouldn't be going to the futsal national team if they weren't technical. So you can have a kid who's fast and strong, and he's going to gain success by beating players his own age group at a young age, but that player 2 years down the road won't have that same success unless he has foot skills. So it's going to be very important that those top tier players that you have, that you create an environment where they're challenging themselves. So if little Jimmy's beating everyone, now you have to tell him, you know what, that's great that you can use your speed and push the ball and just beat everyone, but now I want to see you do a step over, push the ball before you attack. Do something creative. Maybe you're rolling and stepping over the ball. Something creative so he's not just thinking about the end product, which is the goal. Okay? So, Dalton, you want to add anything?
No, thank you.
Okay. So, before we get started, I'm going to keep, no matter what Tony and I do, and Dalton and Asa, we're going to keep pumping the technical side because that's the most important thing. So I've already taken my C license, and I've just pulled a couple of things out of there that really meant a lot to me. Skill development. It's very important to do small-sided games with the kids. Whether you're doing, and at a young age, I would do, if you have 10 players on your team, maybe it's 7v3, just so they can gain success. Maybe it's taking three or four players versus one, just so you can see them get a little success, because if you do a 5v5, there's not going to be any success. They're going to be turning the ball over, turning the ball over, turning the ball. You want to see patterns with these kids. You want them to keep doing the patterns of opening up, playing the ball, passing and moving, passing and moving. So being technical, in my opinion, the most technical players, they start to get soccer IQ quickly. So any player that are top tier players, the best players are the most technical players. They're not the fastest, they're not the strongest, they're the smartest players. They're put in positions where they make a huge difference, like maybe even a center back where they're smart. They're playing out of the back and they have to be calm under pressure. They have a good clean touch to receive the ball and play. So fun and enjoyment. Like, you guys will see, you'll probably hear me here at the field, and sometimes you'll probably have to say, Coach, please. I'm very loud and energetic. I'm I'm gonna tell you what, kids feed off of that. So if you've got 8 and 9-year-old kids, those are my favorite. I change my voice. I no longer am, they call me Coach T, and I change my voice. I start talking, hey, come on guys, you ready? I change my voice to get into like, almost like playing a role with these kids, to get them amped up, to get them excited about the game. Because if it's just stagnant and they're out there, you're gonna lose their interest very, very quickly. So you'll see, like with the obviously with the older boys, I'm not going to now. Now we're not gonna, we're pushing and pushing and working hard. But with the younger ones, 7s, 8s, 9s, 10s, they want to have fun. So we do the foot skills, and at the end of the day, before we play, I always would do foot skills with my younger players. Do foot skills 15, 20 minutes. They're going to be like, we got to do this? Yeah, we got to do this. If we do this, we move on to the cookie, which the cookie is we get to play at the end. So I'm going to start these guys off with some technical, and this is something that I suggest doing all the time. And so a lot of the kids, I've been asked, Coach, can you do private lessons? My time, I'm so busy. I coach high school, I coach club, I coach, that I tell the kids, I would rather you do this. And so I set the cones up, and you'll see what I do, and this works. I'll tell you, it's the best thing for a technical player. Hey guys, do me a favor. Let's line up. We're going to do some foot skills. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cones, quickly. Grab your soccer balls. Let's go, let's go. Nathaniel, slide over here on this one. The far one.
Can you point out the 2 that are on foot skills?
The one's not here. He's the one that's completed on, yeah.
Bubble one. Bubble one. One that's on the bubble or whatever.
She's not.